Hey guys, what's going on? Hermdo back with you, recapping the Tigers game on August 25th. It was West Coast start, late night game. I stayed up late watching it, and I'm very tired today, so you're welcome. Anyways, the story of the night was Tarek Skubal. Not only his 12 strikeouts, which I believe ties him for second in Tigers history with that many strikeouts in the season. I believe he trails Mickey Lolich, who had 11 in 1969. But yeah, he was fanning guys early. I got some highlights for Tarek Skubal. He was beating them with changeups. He was beating them with fastballs high in the zone. He was reaching 100 miles an hour. As always, he was dealing. I think at one point he retired like 12 of 13 batters. Pretty standard outing for Tarek Skubal. And of course, he didn't get any run support. I got some stats on that I'd like to share with you guys in a moment. But let's check out some of these Tarek Skubal highlights. I got a few of these swings and misses he was able to generate. He froze a couple guys too. It was absolutely insane. But Tarek is the man. There's really no other way to put it.
In the area and grew up an A's fan. 2-2 slider, just nasty.
That is absolutely filthy right there.
Off of Skubal.
The windup, the 0-2, swing and a miss, finishes him off with a changeup.
2 strikeouts in the first inning.
Oh, boy. That's not going to be a good day if you saw a 98 just above the zone. It's 3 strikeouts and 4 batters.
All right, now let's get into some of the offense. Let's go with the Tigers first. In the 6th inning, Tigers struck. Gleyber Torres clobbered his 14th home run to left center, breaking the deadlock at 1-0.
Third time with those scores.
Torres, long fly ball. We are no longer scoreless. Way out of here. Man, oh man, Gleyber Torres attacked.
Winslow Perez followed with a 2-run double, stretching the lead to 3-0.
The Tigers are in business.
Lead runners in second and third, 1 out in the 6th inning for Wenzel Perez.
And this ends up in a gap. Wenzel Perez drops it off to score a couple. He is into second base. The Tigers make it 3-0.
And it.
In the 7th inning, Athletics started to rally. It started to come unglued. Colby Thomas led off with a solo homer. Led off with a solo homer, making it 3-1. 2 straight hits followed, loading the bases amid a Tigers error. Shea Langeliers then blasted a 450-foot grand slam, the first of his career, flipping the lead to 6-3 for Oakland.
Strikeouts against Tarek Skubal.
Langeliers, see you later. Grand slam for sure.
Now, I guess there was some error committed by the Tigers. I'm not sure if it's infield or outfield. I'm not sure who did it. It was pretty sloppy. From what I understand, I was not able to find footage of it. I searched a bunch of articles and a bunch of videos. I couldn't find it anywhere, but not like really want to watch it anyway, but it's just one of those things that happens. In the 8th inning, A's extended the lead. Nick Kurtz belted a pinch hit 2-run homer, his 27th of the season, padding the lead to 8-3, and that was the final score. Nick Kurtz has really developed into a hell of a player. I think his numbers are like just as good as Aaron Judge's at this point in his career. I mean, Aaron Judge, his first like 90, 100 games in the league. I mean, Nick Kurtz is like matching him pound for pound. It's crazy, how good this kid is. I think the A's really have a gem on their hands here. But let's get into some of the pitching matchups here. Detroit starter Tarek Skubal, a rare loss for him. He is now 11-4 on the season. Casey Mize still remains the Tigers' wins leader as far as pitching goes. He pitched 6 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, 1 earned run. You got to remember, 1 earned run, only 1 earned run this game. 12 strikeouts, 0 walks, dominant strikeout line, his 10th double-digit game of the season, but failed under pressure. It wasn't really his fault, though. It's just one of those crazy. I got some crazy stats compiled in some slides I'd like to show you guys, but his strikeouts, like I said, tie him with the club's single season mark since 1971. Mickey Lolich had 11 double-digit strikeout games. Oakland bullpen, Michael Kelly got the win, cooled down Detroit's rally at a critical bases-loaded moment in the 7th, allowed no runs. Carlos Estevez clean save in the 9th to secure the win. Meanwhile, JT Ginn pitched for 5 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, and 8 strikeouts. So solid. That's, it's nothing groundbreaking, but he was able to keep the Tigers in check for most of the game, except for a couple runs in the 6th. But that Shane Langeliers grand slam, really was the story of the game. You don't see Tarek Skubal giving that kind of stuff up. You really don't. It was just Really a mess. And Detroit, as is standard, sometimes they left 9 runners on base. Very poor conversion rate. They had some earlier momentum. They could not capitalize on it. It's happened multiple times this season. It's been happening to the Tigers a lot in the last few seasons, especially in the Hinch era. It's just like some games are just too dependent on the home runs. They try to hit that long ball. They focus so much on trying to put the ball in play instead of just manufacturing a run. I think Riley Green stole a base. Russell Perez got gunned down at third. It was just just kind of a mixed bag as far as that stuff goes, but they were not able to get runners home at critical moments, and it was really a mess. But yeah, that's basically all I got. Oh, wait, I did want to check out one thing. Let's check out some of these. I've compiled some tweets about the game. Final line for Tigers: Tarek Skubal, 6 2/3 innings pitched, 7 hits, 6 runs, 1 earned run, 0 walks, 12 strikeouts, generated 21 whiffs on 59 swings for a 35.6 whiff rate, 11 changeups, 5 fastballs, 4 sinkers, 1 slider, only 1 earned run because of 2 errors. Skubal, 2.28 ERA in 26 starts. Pretty impressive. I think Paul Scanes is better, but that's neither here nor there. Tigers have scored 18 runs for Tarek Skubal over his last 10 starts, covering 61.1 innings and counted. That's about 2.6 runs per inning, which is lowest out of 74 qualified pitchers in that time. Only Shane Baz, 2.28, has gotten less run support. So yeah, the Tigers are just not hitting. Usually when, it's not totally inexplicable. Usually when the Tigers are pitching their best guy, the opposing team is pitching their best guy, and it's not super surprising because Tigers go against some guys. You're gonna put your best stuff out against Tarek Skubal. You want to, you're gonna want a close game. Definitely do the best you can against Skubal, and Tigers just weren't able to get it done this night. But yeah, historically, it's been the same thing with Tigers pitchers, for a long time since I've been watching the Tigers. I remember talking about this stuff during the Leland days, but you just don't get enough run support for these guys. He gave up 6 runs and lowered his ERA from 2.32 to 2.28. That's baseball for you. Yeah. So it's kind of funny. It is kind of funny just the way these games break down. But this is some of the stat lines for the Tigers pitchers. Summers, especially the big fat guy. He looks like me, so I got to cut him some slack, but he has an ERA of 9 in this game. He's been getting slapped around pretty badly. It just does not look good. It's we definitely, this bullpen, has been solid lately. Some guys, Tommy Canley looks good. Rafael Montero has looked solid. Tyler Holden has had his moments. He got a little roughed up in the last game against the Royals, but overall, I can't complain too much. Will Vest and who was the other? Kyle Finnegan. Kyle Finnegan's been locking it down. He's been an absolute stud for us. I don't think he's given up a run yet, but yeah, this is troubling stats. Some troubling stats here, little things here, and this is the picture of Skubal after the Langoliers home run, Langoliers grand slam. You could see the look of frustration on his face. It's you hate to see it, but yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think about the Tigers? Pretty rough loss today. I mean, with Skubal, you don't want to guarantee a win with your guy, your big guy on the mound, like your best pitcher on the mound. That's not always a guaranteed win. A lot of Tigers fans, myself included, sometimes think every Skubal start's going to be a win, but that's definitely not been the case. I'm not saying. I mean, it's not always the case. There's got to be a better way to phrase that. But Skubal's been amazing, but he's had some bad luck lately, and the Tigers, need to support the guy a little bit better. This is very frustrating for him, I imagine. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. But thank you all for watching again. A lot of good stuff happening. It's sports wise. Please subscribe to the channel. We got a lot of exciting stuff happening. The Lions are starting soon. Red Wings training camp is coming up. Tigers season's winding down. They got about a month of baseball left. So there's a lot of exciting stuff happening. We'll see what happens at the September call-ups. That'll be fun to talk about. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. I'll talk to you guys later. Go Tigers.
I thought you said I was all right, Spider. So...
No, you ain't all right, Spider. You got a lot of fucking problems.
No, I thought you said you were all right.